What's up, guys? This is Kephas. Welcome back to WoW leveling, everyone. We are still on our quest to get all the Hearthstones for the different expansions. And first off, say hello to my new favorite mounts, my new guilty pleasure in World of Warcraft, Squeakers. He's so freaking adorable, and he was on sale, and I couldn't resist. I had to buy him up, so feel free to spit on me all you want to for buying the store mount, but I seriously couldn't resist. He's so freaking cute. I love him so much. Okay, so yeah, all right. So anyway, yeah, we are here in Warlords of Draenor still. We're not going to level up here for too long, but I am here to unlock my my Hearthstone, and as it looks like we haven't done that yet. So hey, cool, we got that. I didn't even notice. Okay, so yeah, so we're fighting these guys. Pretty straightforward stuff. You know, just gonna try to get through this really quick, and then we're gonna move on to Legion, and hopefully, I don't know, cause like when we did BFA, I accidentally triggered the all the introduction quest lines, and I don't know if I could have skipped it, but I was trying to pay attention, and we ended up doing it. But I want to try to unlock the Legion. The Legion Hearthstone for Dalaran as well, because that will come in handy for traveling and that kind of stuff. So having extra Hearthstones is nice, but I don't want to do the introduction and go through all that. So we'll see what happens. So if we end up doing that, I do apologize. But hey, at least we're getting a tour of the game, and we can do it whenever we want. So that's kind of cool. But yeah, so we're here still doing this, and you know, it's funny because, to be completely honest with you guys, this is the first time I've recorded anything. With the exception of the announcement video that I did, let's see. Well, I guess for you guys it has been a couple weeks ago if you've checked it out, my big life announcement, all the cool things happening in my life, and that's a big part of why this is like the first video besides that one that I've recorded for this year. So I've been trying to prepare as much as I can to stay ahead for a while because I've got so much going on. If you've checked out that video, then you know. But if you haven't, then I guess I can kind of update you. So number one, as I record this, well, not literally right as, but like during the process of or as I'm recording this, I guess, whatever. I can't talk. Anyway, I'm in the process of moving into a new house. My wife and I bought a house. It's been fun, let's just say that, painting and doing all that kind of stuff, and you know, doing some renovations and just getting the house ready so we can move things in. It's exciting for sure, but it's definitely a lot of work. So that has taken up a lot of our time. And on top of that, we recently found out that my wife is also pregnant. So we are expecting our first child coming to the world later this year. Kephas 2.0, Kephas Jr., or Lady Kephas, I don't know. Either way, yeah, it's a very exciting time for sure. So yeah, it's been a very busy time between the holidays and then all that stuff. Whoa, hello there. You know, just all the life stuff happening. It's been very, 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 I wouldn't say hectic, but there just hasn't been a whole lot of time to just do anything. And whenever there is time, frankly, we're both exhausted, my wife and I. So yeah, so luckily I planned ahead. I recorded out, you know, I mean, to know how things work around here. You know, you kind of plan ahead when you know you're going to be absent for a little bit, and you get out as many videos as you can. So yeah, this is the first time since, you know, last year, probably right before the holidays started, that I've recorded anything, including guides. So yeah, it's time to get back to work, I suppose, for a little while. I'm still we're still in my apartment, or our apartment, I guess, Commander. And we'll be hopefully moving into our new home within the next week. So I'm trying to get things all caught up and out ahead again before before we start the next process of, you know, moving everything in. So it's been crazy, and I will say it's been also really awesome. And I mean, it's just because, you know, it's been a long time since I've even lived in a house, and really, there was only a brief time in my life where I lived in a house. I've mostly lived in apartments or condos my whole life. So I haven't had a lot of experience in a home, but I'm very excited. And, you know, I'm the type of person that, you know, whenever I do something new, I don't know if this is just me as a person, maybe I'm a little neurotic, I'm a little, I don't know if obsessive is the word, but I'm definitely like, I'm the type of person that like, I like to know everything I can possibly know, as much as possible. Oh crap, I want to die. I died. Wow. I like to know as much as possible, so that way when I get, you know, I'm as prepared as I can be for all the things that are involved with owning a home and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, and I'm not the biggest handyman, you know, obviously because experience, but you know, I'm excited to learn, and I've already learned a lot. I mean, you know, I can tell you this visually impaired guy has already changed out several outlets, which many might think is probably not the smartest thing to do. But I've, you know, learned a lot, and, you know, it's been really cool. So, and then there's, you know, there are many things that I've done. One of the things that's interesting, you know, just like, oh crap, I'm gonna die again. I gotta pay attention. You know, just like weird little challenges that you might have when you have a vision problem. Like, you know, I have like in my lifetime, I've changed out windows in homes. So like I do have some experience. Like I've changed out windows, I've painted, you know, done little things like that. I've watched I have many friends who are, you know, who have worked in interior, you know, a lot of different things like that. All of my buddies own homes, so like they're there. My father-in-law, who's awesome, and my mother-in-law, but they both own a home, my wife's parents, and, you know, we're obviously very close with them, so we have them to guide us. I mean, we have a lot of help, but, you know, like one of the things I've done a lot is paint. I mean, I love painting. I love painting, you know, like not like art painting, like, you know, painting houses inside, you know, like walls, drywall, whatever. And I've done it quite a lot, you know, and I enjoy it. So like I always like to paint, but most of the time whenever I've painted, it's been like, we're gonna paint a dark wall, like a brown wall or a yellow wall white, or we're gonna paint a white wall yellow. You know, like the colors are very different from one another. Well, in this instance, my wife and I have decided, we decided on a color for our house. So like it was eggshell white, like that, you know, that typical white you see in like an apartment, you know, kind of like that like kind of off yellow, but not really yellow, but just like a warm white kind of look. And we decided on a slightly cooler grayish color, if that makes sense. Like kind of cool, kind of gray. You know, we decided on something like that. And so when we started painting, I felt better because everybody else was like, I don't think this is a different color. I think this is the same color. And no one could tell at first that like we were using like that the paint was a different color until it started to dry. Then you could kind of see it. But the thing is, I had the hardest time trying to figure out if I was painting and it was like actually sticking, because it looked the same. So like it was very difficult for me. It was fine. I mean, we got through it obviously, and I was able to help, but like I was more lost than usual because I was like, dude, I can't even tell if this is like if I've missed any spots. So like I had to have someone go behind me and like, you know, roll it behind me and like do like a quick second coat, which worked out fine, and we got a system down. But it's just funny how like these things that you would never think about would become a challenge. And like I'm not whining or complaining about it. It is what it is. But it's just really funny like how you'll have things like that will just, you know, they'll make, you know, things will become difficult that you wouldn't even think would be a problem. But you know, but we got through it. We got through the painting. Had to paint a ceiling, dude. Painting a ceiling, first time ever. My neck hurts. I will say that. I used neck muscles that I didn't know I had. But yeah, and that was actually quite a bit harder. So like one of the funny things is like, I don't know why we're talking about painting, and probably one of the most boring conversations ever, but like for me, you know, like obviously using like a long roller is the best. Whether, I mean, obviously if you're short like I am, you know, my brother-in-law is like, you know, 10 feet tall. He can just stand there with a little roller and paint the ceiling, no problem. But like I needed like an extender, and the thing is when I'm using an extender, I can't see the wall at all because I'm nearsighted. So I have to like, whenever I paint anything, I have to not use an extender so I can get close, so I can actually see what I'm doing. And then it's kind of like, I'm like, man, I really wish I could use an extender. But anyway, it's fun, and it was cool. I mean, I like doing stuff like that. Like I'm excited about just doing different renovations with the house, learning all kinds of new things. I mean, there's a lot I've learned. I've already made mistakes, nothing crazy, but you know, just learn. It's the process. So okay, so real quick before we continue on talking about paint drying and painting, select a different timeline is what we're going to do. We have our Warlords Hearthstone, and now we're going to try to unlock the Legion Invasion one. Okay, so we're going to click on that, And hopefully I can skip the intro. So check in with Recruiter Lee at Stormwind Harbor. Okay, so hopefully, oh wait, I'd like to return to the, okay, so I can return to the present timeline. Okay, we're gonna not do that. Okay, so we gotta go all the way over to, yeah, over there. Okay, if we have to do this, it's fine. It's kind of fun to just kind of revisit some of these old places anyways. I'm just talking and rambling on, but yeah. But, you know, like, so it's really interesting just, you know, the whole process, you know, like, buying a house, something I never really thought I would do. Like, I mean, I will say this to anybody listening, you know, because like I mean, every time a new year starts, and like I said, this is kind of the first video of the new year, so it's kind of like by the time you guys see this, we'll probably be in the February, but like it's still mid-January right now, and like I don't know how you guys are, or how your experience is, and whenever people are going through hard times, last thing they want to hear someone say is like, you know, just, you know, hang in there or whatever, just like keep a smile on your face or whatever. It's like, I'm not like going to try and sit here and tell you that, but what I will say is like when I'm on social media, a lot of times, like, people, I don't like getting on social media for this reason, especially at the beginning of the year. People always talk about like how their past year sucked, and like hopefully this year gets better, or, you know, like it's almost always, and a lot of times it's the same people. And I'm like, if you ever look at your time hop and you look back at like your past, like everything you post in January, if every year you keep saying last year sucked, hopefully this year is better, kind of thing, like, you know, I mean, here's what I can say. I wake up every single day, you know, I can't see 6 feet in front of my face, and I never thought I would buy a house, and, you know, just like I never thought I would have, you know, more than 1,000 followers on YouTube. I mean, I didn't ever think I'd have 1,000, and it's not like I'm not like, you know, it's not bragging. It's like, if I can do this kind of stuff, I mean, if I can buy a house, because I ain't, you know, I ain't exactly, I've never been in a position where things have been handed to me, let's just say that, and neither has my wife. If I can do it, like, anybody can do it, you know, like, it's, you know, it's, there's a lot to it. I mean, like, not a lot to it, but there's just a lot of, like, patience and, you know, working hard, and not just working hard, but working smart and picking the right opportunities, and, you know, that kind of stuff. And just like, if I can make it, anybody can, because, you know, I've had many challenges, and I know people that have had more challenges than me that have made it, and people that have had, you know, fewer challenges than me, frankly, who haven't made it. And a lot of times it's just, you know, sometimes it's just like, it's just, I don't know. I don't think it's always luck. I think a lot of times it's just the way you think, and they're having the right attitude, and you know, never giving up. I don't know. I don't want to turn this into a speech, but like, all I can say is I don't know how, but if I can make it, anybody can. And like, you know, okay, cool, I can skip this. I've heard this tale before. Thank God. People probably say that about me talking about, you know, if I can make it, anybody can. But you know, that's something I've said a lot on this channel. I mean, I think if I can play World of Warcraft, you can. If I can play Overwatch, you can. If I can play video games, you can. Like, I told my wife that when we started playing games. Look, if I can play Overwatch with my vision problems, you sure as heck can. You know? Now she's, like, doing better than me. So, you know, and it's true. I mean, like, a lot of times when I say stuff, like, when I talk about my experiences, like, that's, I guess, if, you know, if I can do it, man, seriously, anybody can do it. So, you know, keep that close, you know? I mean, I don't know. If it's worth anything to you, if not, do what you want to do, I guess. I don't know. But anyways, like, I mean, like, right now, between, you know, the house, learning all this stuff, and, you know, preparing to, you know, have a kid, and just going into that phase in life, like, I'm very, like, I'm at a time in my life where I'm very grateful and very thankful, and you know, you know, kind of, you know, when you get happy, and you know, your things are going so well, you kind of hope that for everybody. I'm going to ignore that guy because we're not going to stay here. Just wanted to get to Hearthstone. You know, you just kind of like want that for everybody. You want everybody to like find their way and find their place in life, and hope that it works out. Because like I said, like that's sincerely the way I think, is like, if I can make it, man, anybody can. And I still have so much to do, and so much to learn, and everything like that. And I think that, like, a lot of times for me, I think that's the fun part, is just learning so much stuff, like, you know, going back and learning how to, you know, change out outlets, learning what, like, you know, different types of outlets. I mean, it sounds boring, but it's like, holy crap, this is cool. Like, I've never done any of this before, but it's actually not that hard when you when you take the time to learn it. It's really not that difficult. You know, you just, like anything else. Like, fortunately, I don't know if it's because I've played so many games, and like every time you play a new video game, you have to learn the game, And so like in the same way, a lot of times that's how kind of like when you do something new in your life, that's kind of how it is. It's harder at first, and then you kind of put it together and it gets easier, and you start to understand it better, and then bam, you're good to go. And then you keep learning more and more. So like that's kind of the fun part about it, I guess. Anyway, talking about like whatever. But yeah, we're back here again. I'm sure you guys are like having fun seeing Stormwind over and over again. But we now have our Hearthstones. I felt like that was important to do. I don't know why, but let's get back to, I don't know, leveling up somewhere in the world, I guess. What level are we now? We are leveled, oh wow, we're level 23. Wait, does that mean that we can get faster riding mounts? I think it does. Let's go check that out real quick. Just kind of like trying to figure this out because like I said, so like the thing is with all this stuff going on, and I guess like what I was, you know, before I got sidetracked, like, you know, holidays. So like when Shadowlands came out, like I was doing good every week. I was like keeping up, you know, like doing all the renowned stuff, going to Torghast, going to the mall. And then the holidays hit. And Christmas week, I missed it. I fell behind. And then the week after that was New Year's, and I fell even further behind. And then we started the house process, and let's just say I haven't really played Shadowlands at all since since the holidays, because of everything going on. So I'm kind of interested though to see how the catch-up mechanics work. So like I'm kind of hoping that it's not too bad, and when I can finally, because like. The thing is, like, the way I am with this game, cool, I can buy faster riding. That's awesome. Wait, is that riding? Journeyman riding requires, yeah, expert riding, yeah, okay, so this one should be the faster mounts.
See you later.
Yeah, fast and furious. Okay, cool. So the next time, we'll be flying, which is cool. But yeah, that's that much better, much faster. That's going to help us a lot for leveling now. So, anyway... Yeah, so like I haven't really gotten into any WoW. Like I've been playing like, you know, whenever I go through phases like this, I'll play something different because like for me, I like to play WoW in long segments. I like to kind of focus on it. I like to not be interrupted by anything. That's kind of how I play. I have a hard time playing this game in small doses, which is funny because it feels like for a long time that was kind of like how it was being designed. And it's the same with Classic. Like I just back up for a little bit. And so I've been playing like a little bit of some other games, like, you know, obviously Overwatch and Fortnite with my wife in the evenings, which we haven't even done much of that lately, so because it's been so crazy. But like also been kind of messed around with some Skyrim again. It's been a long time since I played that game. You know, I was playing that and doing little bits here and there, like checking out some new mods, and just I was playing Fallout 4 as well because I guess I was just going through a Bethesda kick, and I wanted to check out the Sim Settlements mod. I don't know if you guys like, if anybody likes Fallout, but that is one of the craziest mods I've ever seen, and that was fun. So like I was doing that for a couple weeks there throughout the holidays, and kind of played through those games again a little bit, which is kind of funny to think that like I played through them in a couple of weeks, but I didn't like do anything crazy. I just like messed around with them for a while. But yeah, so like that's kind of what I've been doing, just kind of mess around with some other games, just to try to like, you know, continue to play games, but also like, you know, work on all the crap that I've got going on. So yeah, that's kind of been what's up. I don't want to go to any of those places that it wants me to go to, so can I just turn this in? Alright, so now we can fly somewhere. We'll actually go to a place. I don't know where yet, but we'll figure it out. But yeah, so like I haven't played much WoW at all during just the beginning of this new year. So like I said, I'm definitely like once I get moved in and settled down, I want to get back and start playing more and getting back into it, because like I've been feeling the itch. I will say this, like I've been away, and I don't know if I think it's kind of a good thing, because like I haven't burned myself out. I really like Shadowlands. I haven't really been like in touch with the community or just the general consensus about Shadowlands. I'd love to know what you guys think in the comments below. You know, what are your thoughts about the expansion? Are you still having fun with it? Is it still going good for you? But I would love to know. So, like, let me know in the comments below if you guys are still enjoying Shadowlands. But, like, once I get moved in and get everything hooked up and get new internet going, you know, the new place and everything set up, I'm going to be getting right back into it, both WoW Classic and Retail. But in the meantime, I will see you guys on the next one as I decide where we're going to go. So, thank you guys for watching. Yeah, and until next time. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, let me know by clicking that like button. And feel free to share it with your friends so they can enjoy it as well. And if you'd like to see more videos, you can subscribe to the channel.
and click on the bell icon to be notified as soon as new videos are posted. You can also follow me on Facebook, and if you'd like, you can support my work on Patreon. Links to all that stuff can be found in the description below. This is Kephas. Until next time.